News that's coming in with regards to the stampede that took place at the Tirupati Temple. The Tirupati Temple chairperson has now met with the injured people. TDD chairperson was at the hospital and he met with the family members of those who have died and also with the family members of those who have been injured. So far, 6 people are dead and close to 30 people have been injured in the temple stampede. The former TDD chief calls for better arrangement at the temple. Former chairperson says token distribution in the evening led to the stampede. Tokens were supposed to be given in the morning.
Since they have announced they will issue the tokens from Wednesday morning onwards, but they could not issue. The devotees have piled up, and then finally they gave tokens at about Wednesday evening, I think. Because of that incident, I think whole stampede happened. Whoever is responsible for the incident, whether it is officials or administration, they should be taken as per the law. Action should be taken as per the law.
My colleague Apurva is now joining me on the story. Apurva, if you can tell us what time is the Chief Minister expected to reach the temple, and also what is the government help that is being given to those whose family members actually have been injured? If you can throw light on the timing of the Chief Minister, and also if you can tell us, what is the state government doing for those who have been injured?
Well, Aishwarya, in fact, the Chief Minister Chandra Babu Naidu is all expected to land at around 11:45 this morning at Tirupati. He will directly go to Rhea Hospital, where several of the injured and the families of the deceased are there. In fact, he will go ahead and he will also be providing the ex-gratia to the families of the victims there as well. Remember, so far 6 people have been declared dead in this tragedy. This apart from 29 others who have suffered grievous injuries. In fact, Chief Minister Chandra Babu Naidu late last night, even as this incident had taken place, he held an emergency teleconferencing with the district officials there, be it the SP, be it district collector, and as well as the TTD chairman B.R. Naidu as well. He held a teleconferencing in which he had also addressed demanding that strict action be taken against whoever had been behind this. What Mr. B.R. Naidu, the TTD chairman, says yesterday is that there had been at one particular booth there had been a woman who had required medical assistance at the earliest end. To allow her to escape from the queue and be brought outside for medical treatment, one of the gates had been opened, which thereby led to the stampede-like situation happening. Remember, 4,000 people had gathered at this specific spot that I am speaking about, where this stampede-like situation had taken place. 29 people have been identified injured. In fact, Chief Minister Naidu has also demanded for a report for whatever had happened, what had gone wrong, and why this incident had taken place. The Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams, given that is the Vaikunta Ekadashi celebrations over the next 4 to 5 days, had made elaborate arrangements to ensure that the people can have darshan at the Tirumala temple between the next 4 to 5 days. And in this same notion, tokens were set to be issued starting 5 a.m. this morning. But unfortunately, yesterday night, as people and devotees had gathered there at the token counters for taking up of these tokens, one woman who had been feeling uneasy in these long queues in which she had been standing for hours, she had requested and assisted for medical help, for which one of these gates had been opened, in which several people had come out in that said gate, which caused the stampede. This is the entire sequence of what had went wrong. But Chief Minister Naidu is also asking under whose permission the gates were opened, what had happened, how it could have been avoided, and why this had happened in the first place, despite there being police and other officials who had been on ground. Aishwarya.
Thank you, Apurva, for giving us those details. The questions are now being asked, and it is the Chief Minister who's asking questions. Why was this particular gate opened?